What's up guys, TRayALLDay here and welcome to my 4,000 subscriber Q&A. Yes, that's what I say at the beginning of every single video. What's up guys, TRayALLDay here. And I don't know, maybe I just say it way too fast and some of you guys can't understand it, but yep, that's what I say. And as well, this is probably one of the first times a lot of you guys will be seeing my face on this channel. I did a video the other day with Guardy FIFA and B- where I did do face cam, and as well, if you follow me on Twitter, you'd know what I look like. But usually I don't tend to do face cam on my channel. It's kind of, I guess, a confidence thing. I'm confident in my content, but I'm not exactly confident in what I look like. That being said, I am working on my appearance right now. I'm trying to cut down on a lot of things, a lot of unhealthy food, a lot of, I guess, soda, bad drinks that I shouldn't be drinking, just a lot of water, trying to cut down, and hopefully in a few months when I do face cam still, if I'm still doing face cam, I can look back on these videos and just be like, wow, there's been a big difference and I look a lot different than I used to. So I'm using that kind of as a motivational tip, but for now guys, if you want to see more face cam, let me know in the comment section. I think a lot of you guys really don't give a shit what I look like, but if you guys really do and you don't want me to do face cam, let me know as well, and I'll try to implement this, not in like every single video I do. For example, the Rangers crew mode, that's my most popular series on my channel right now. I'll probably just implement it during like big games, I guess, like maybe when we play Celtic, which hint hint is in the game tomorrow. You guys are seeing this on a Friday, and I'm sorry about the lack of uploads in that series. That will be back tomorrow though, so we play Celtic tomorrow. Maybe I'll throw face cam in for that video, but for every other game, just like when we're in the transfer window or stuff like that, if it's not a big game, I won't be doing face cam, so you guys don't have to worry. Let me know though for sure in the comment section if you want to see it or not. But regardless, let's get on with the Q&A itself. That was just kind of a bit of a, I guess, a channel update. We're going to be taking questions from the old Twitter sphere. So if I look at my phone from time to time, or I guess I'll be looking at my phone at the beginning of every single question, that is why. I'll also be taking questions from YouTube. I did make a video asking for questions, and so yeah, I'll be taking questions from there. I'm going to take the most popular ones. If you guys have any, this is my Twitter, by the way. If you guys have any, I guess, questions that I didn't answer in the video, be sure to drop them in the comment section. And so, yeah, this has gone on for way too fucking long, but I just need to explain the face cam bit and all that stuff. So let's get started. Holy shit. Alright, so the first question comes from Grego HD, who asks me, when are you getting a fucking haircut? And pretty much half of my questions I got on either the video or on Twitter were regarding my hair, which I actually did get a haircut now. It used to be way long, it like went down past my eye like this. I'll throw a picture on the screen now of what my old Twitter picture used to be. Yeah, it was pretty fucking long, so yes, stop asking me this damn question, let's move on. Alright, the next question comes from Ali TF FIFA. He asked me a few questions. I'm gonna go with his third one. Explain the shittiest goal you conceded, and I can actually show you the goal, I don't have to explain it. Holy shit, this was the worst goal I ever conceded. It was actually in a Rangers career mode I did last year off camera, not on YouTube, and it was just, I could not believe that went in. I said fuck in front of my dad for the first time after conceding that goal, because it was just pure AIDS. The next question actually comes from an IRL buddy of mine, Ryan. He asked me favorite band / singer and song. So I always have trouble finding a favorite song. I'll probably have a favorite one for like 2 days straight. I can't stop playing it like non-stop. That will be the only song I listen to. But then I start to get sick of it and it just kind of gets thrown away. And that's kind of how I work with songs. So I really don't have a favorite song at the moment. But favorite band / singer, my favorite singer is actually Tory Lanez. He's also a rapper. He produces music and he sings. He's very, very good, very talented. And he also follows me on Twitter. So, I mean, he has good taste in people that he follows. So, yeah, it's pretty cool that he follows me. And that's one of the main reasons I like him. Not the main reason, but he makes some very good music. And he was also featured in my outros a few times. A lot of my outros consist of Tory Lanez. And, yeah, he's my favorite one. Alright, so the next question comes from Chalupawana, who asks, you're the manager of the USA, Gold Cup Final versus Mexico. What's your formation and starting 11? And if you look at the Gold Cup roster, I will throw it up on the screen right now. I didn't pick this. Jurgen Klinsmann did, obviously. I probably would have picked a few different players, or if players, hopefully, that, you know, would have decided to go to the Gold Cup rather than staying and playing in the MLS, such as Matt Beasler. I would have loved to have him in the central defense, but I'm going to look at it right now. Hence why I'm not looking at the webcam. I'm going to look at all the players right now. So the players I would have in goal, I'd have Brad Guzan, because out of our three keepers, he's probably the most reliable, has the most experience at the top level. If not him, Nick Raimondo. In defense, I'd be running a 4-3-1-2 formation. We don't really have the best of wingers. I mean, I'd probably play Fabian Johnson at left midfield, but other than him, we don't really have a left back. So he'd be playing left back for me, Fabian Johnson. In the middle, I'd go with John Brooks and Omar Gonzalez. On the right, I would go with DeAndre Yedlin, even though he's listed as a midfielder on the Gold Cup roster. So DeAndre Yedlin at right back. In the middle, 4-3-1-2 at the holding midfield role, I would have Kyle Beckerman. Beside him, I'd have probably Mix Diskerud, and then as well, who else would I have? Oh, Alejandro Bedoya, and then at cam, I would have Mix Diskerud, or did I already say him? Michael Bradley then at cam. Those 4 midfielders, and then up front at striker, I have Josie Altidore and Clint Dempsey. So that would be my starting roster, starting side versus Mexico. I think it's pretty decent. It could probably do the job, and basing off of the rest of our team, I mean, really, it's probably one of the best rosters we could probably go with, and going up against Mexico, I'd rather have 2 strikers than 1 striker, so hence the formation. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to the Gold Cup, by the way. If you guys are going to watch it, let me know in the comment section. Guardy FIFA asks me, where do you expect to be sub-wise by FIFA 16's release? And lately, my channel's been exploding. I don't know what it is, but hopefully if I can get to around maybe 6K by the time FIFA 16 comes out, that gives us like, what, 3 months? I'm on 4.15K as I'm recording this video right now, so it's doable for sure, but it's definitely a long shot as well. If I can even hit 5K by the time it comes out, I'll be very happy. I didn't expect to get this far anyway, so if I can hit it, that's awesome. If you guys can continue to show your support as well, that would be awesome. So let's move on to the next question. So the next few questions are just going to kind of be quick fire answers, not really going to explain my answer, but they're all just going to be yes or no. So let's get started. First one, do you have Tots and Tep? Maybe. Who is your favorite Dutch player? Memphis Depay. Will price ranges be in FIFA 16 in your opinion? Yes. Do you have any English in you? If so, what percentage? 0. So that's it for Twitter questions. I'm going to move on to YouTube questions if that will focus. Yep, those are all the comments on that video. So let's get started with the first one from Quinkin, who asks, what are your plans for FIFA 16? So my plans for FIFA 16 really are to start off with a Road to Glory type save, such as I did this year in FIFA 15, but I think I'm going to start off with Brighton this year. You guys have to let me know in the comment section what you think about that. I've been kind of thinking of doing them and planning on doing them really for a few months now, so I'll more than likely continue with my plans of starting with Brighton, but on top of that, I kind of want to do a big team as well, because if you do a big team at the start of any FIFA, it will kind of, I guess, get your channel out there a bit more, and more people come and watch our Road to Glory saves. So that's kind of my plan. I'm not sure which big team I'm going to do yet. I was planning on doing Liverpool, but I think the Master Bucks is going to do Liverpool, so that kind of went out of the way. So I'm not really sure yet what big team I'm going to do. You guys have to let me know as well. Any suggestions you have for big teams down in the comment section, but let's move on to the next question. All right, so the next question is, why don't you make a vlog channel, or why don't you do a series with Facecam? I already explained the Facecam thing, so I'm not going to go into that, but a vlog channel, I just kind of find it awkward to like go out in public and vlog, because you're like talking to your phone in front of people, and that is fucking awkward. I can barely record at my house when people are in my house because it's fucking awkward. So vlogging, not really my thing. Facecam, I'll try to introduce a bit more, but vlogging, no. What is the most awkward thing that's ever happened to you, and why did you start YouTube? So the most awkward thing that's ever happened to me, I think I had 2 off the top of my head when I first saw this question, and I saw this question like months ago when I asked for, well, weeks ago when I asked for these questions. One of them that comes to mind straight away is I worked at a place, it was kind of like a cafe, and in fact it's called Cafe something. I'm not going to say the name because then you guys will know where I used to work, and that's kind of creepy, but essentially an NBA player, I live in Utah, so an NBA player that plays for the Jazz, Gordon Hayward, came in, and I was running the register at the time, and he handed me his credit card to pay for his food, and I couldn't see what type of credit card it was, and I have to know what type of credit card it is to enter it in, and I was looking for like 5 minutes and couldn't find what it was on there, until finally my manager had to come over and take it from me, and she looked at it right away, knew what it was, and hurried and typed it in, and I was just like, what the fuck? That was really awkward. Gordon Hayward plays for the Utah Jazz, one of our best players, if not our best player, staring at me for like 5 minutes straight because I couldn't figure out what the fuck his card was. So that was a bit embarrassing. I can't think of the other awkward moment I have. Probably, no, I can't really think of it. If I do, I'll mention it later in the video, but if not, let's just move on to the next question. Who is your favorite American player in real life and in FIFA? Alejandro Bedoya in both. He has a real life face. I don't know why it's so important to me, but having a real life face in FIFA just makes the players better for me. It looks better, and I think they play better. I don't know what it is, but they just play better for me, and he has a real life face in FIFA, and he's very well rounded, and I like him in FIFA, and in real life, he's giving me advice in real life on like Twitter and everything. He's direct messaged me a few times giving me advice, he's mentioned me on Twitter giving me advice, and he follows me on Twitter, so it's very cool. I love the guy, he's awesome, and yeah, so I definitely have to go with him. Would you rather have a signed Ronaldo jersey or a season pass for Lyon? Definitely a season pass for Lyon. That would be pretty cool to see, especially with their new stadium coming in next year. Ronaldo, I mean, that's cool, signed jersey, but I could watch every Lyon home game. That would be sick, so I definitely go with that. And he also asks, who is your favorite YouTuber? And frankly, I don't really have one. If there's one that I like look up to, it would probably be Vicstar, just because he is so dedicated to this shit. And it would probably have to be him just because of that, but I don't really have a YouTuber that I just watch and I go, oh my god, I have to watch his vid, because I just don't. I mean, I'm subscribed to a lot of channels, I watch a lot of their vids, but I'm not necessarily like, oh my god, I need to watch their vids because they're my favorite YouTuber. Don't really have that. What are your opinions on women in FIFA? I actually love it. I love it. If they could make like an ultimate team for women, I would play it. I mean, I know it's just a game mode right away. I hope it's online like in season so you can play other people as women, because I will. I definitely will. I love the US women's team. I tweet about it like every single game in the World Cup I've watched and I've tweeted about because I love it. Alex Morgan is my bae. I love Alex Morgan. I love the whole team. They're a very good team. They're very well organized. They're very together. They haven't conceded a goal in like the last like 4 or 5 games. They conceded in their first game in the first half, and since then they haven't conceded since. It's just very cool to see, and I would love to play with them in FIFA. And yeah, so I'm looking forward to the World Cup final as well, which is on Sunday. As I'm recording this on a Thursday, this should go live on a Friday. Yeah, so it's a few days down the line. I'm looking forward to it. If you guys are watching it as well, let me know in the comment section. So here's a good question that I was actually planning on talking to you guys about in a separate video, but it is, will you upload more FUT, FIFA Ultimate Team? Yes, I will. I'm planning on only uploading them on Fridays. You're seeing this on a Friday, obviously, but further down the line, I'm going to do FUT Fridays, where I only upload FUT content on Fridays. Maybe some other days when I'm doing like a collab or something, I'll have to upload an Ultimate Team content, or an Ultimate Team video, I should say, on a day that isn't a Friday. But right now I'm planning on only uploading FUT content on Fridays, because Fridays are kind of a dead day for YouTube, if you guys can understand that. And I know the majority of you guys don't like FUT content, so it will go up on the days that most people aren't watching, if that makes sense. So that answers your question. Every Friday, or pretty much every single Friday, you should see an Ultimate Team video from me. But other than that, it will be straight career mode or straight collabs about career mode content. But yeah, FUT Friday. I just realized I forgot to answer a question earlier. Why did you start YouTube? The reason I started YouTube actually is because I was kind of getting sick of career mode, to be honest with you. I used to love it. I watched career mode videos. The Master Bucks, his South End career mode was really, I guess, the thing that wanted me to start doing YouTube, because it was such a good series, such an interactive series, and it kind of made you attached to the players as you were watching it. And I loved watching career mode, but as I started playing career mode by myself, I started to realize, you know, people don't get that same feeling about my career mode as they do with like the Master Buck series. I was really attached to his series. I loved it. And then I played mine, I'm like, this isn't as good. It isn't as good as his career mode. So I should start sharing my stuff with the people of YouTube, and maybe somewhere down the line people will start to, I guess, get that same attachment I had with my videos. So that's kind of why I started, and I'm really enjoying it right now at the moment. That's why I started, and that's why I'm loving it. Got 2 questions here. Do you think Sterling should leave Liverpool, and do you think Messi or Ronaldo is better? So Sterling, should he leave Liverpool? No, I don't think so, and I don't think Liverpool fans should be like all of a sudden turning their back on him, saying, "Oh, you should leave anyway." No, you know he's good. Deep down, you know he's good, and you know that he shouldn't leave. You know you want him to stay, and you're just getting butthurt that he wants to leave. So that's one thing I need to get out of the way. You know he's good. You know that he should stay, and you know that you want him to stay. And then the next question, honestly, I hate comparing 2 separate players that are just completely different. Messi is a center forward / right winger. Ronaldo is a striker / left winger, so they play 2 completely separate positions. But if you're looking at a greatness standpoint, I think there's just things Messi does that Ronaldo just cannot do to save his life. He's a much more athletic player. He's basically like a robot. There's one way I can define Ronaldo. He's a robot. He is superhuman, whereas Messi, you just look at him, he looks like an underdog. He looks like someone that couldn't do what he does on the pitch. So for me, it would have to be Messi, but I do love both of them. I'm not like one of those fanboys that calls him Pinaldo, or one of those guys that just hates Messi. I love both of them, so yeah, I just thought I'd get that out of the way as well. Alright, so I think I'm just going to wrap it up right there. If you guys had a question that didn't get answered, be sure to drop them down in the comment section, and I will answer it there. Yeah, that's definitely going to do it. Thank you guys so much for 4,000 subscribers. I never thought I was going to make it this far. I thought, you know, 1K, I'd be solid there. That was my total goal starting YouTube, and I've now quadrupled that thanks to you guys. So big thank you. And other than that, I've been TRayALLDay or Tyler, and I'll catch you guys next time.